Let's talk a little bit about short tags and some things you might want to know. We're going to look at the PHP ini file as well and restart the Apache server very easily. And I'll show you basically how you can get started down that road. Now we know about tags. This is the standard tag here. Less than $PHP, and then whatever command you want on multiple lines if you want to, and then you have to close that out with a question mark greater than sign. That's the standard way of doing it. Now I did show you in embedding a couple of different ways to do that with the script tag, for example. This is dealing with another way of looking at that. That's a really long way to do that. Normally you do that with the client side or even ASP.NET code. Now this is a shorthand. Now we already took a look at this. I didn't explain the equal sign here, but what this does is this replaces an echo or a print, for example, and that PHP in the beginning, and it just is a shorthand notation, and it just is going to echo out this information. If you just need to pass back values, this is a great way to do that. Now I often just use the PHP code, the PHP tag there, because it's easy to spot, easy to see. But once you get used to PHP, you really want to start going after the short notation. Now, there's only a couple of ways that you can actually do that, and you need to look at the PHP ini file. So if we come down here, we're looking at the WAMP server, again, that little odometer down there. You click on it, you might have a couple clicks to get it right. You want to bring up your PHP ini file, as we have here, and you want to just do a quick find for short, for example, or tags or something like that. Then you'll come down to this section, and you'll see this is all commented, only human readable, but then you'll see short open tag, and it's set to on by default. WAMP server sets that to on. So that's really good. It's on for you. If it was off, you could change it, and then you wouldn't be able to use that notation. You won't get an error, but I'll show you what happens. You can also do ASP style tags if you want to use this with front page, for example, and then you can just put your normal tags, and this is going to establish to front page that this is a way of working with PHP. This will signal to front page that this is going to look a certain way and that what you see is what you get environment, but when you process that page, it'll be parsed by the server as PHP, not ASP. Okay, so another thing is you can just turn that to on or off. So those are the two settings. But once you make a change, you save the file, and then you come back down here, and you have to restart your Apache server. That's how you would do it that way. There are other ways to do it without restarting the server that will work within your pages and things like that, but you have to restart it. You'll see that this is, again, yellow, letting us know that this is running. You can always see how things are established here by clicking there and taking a look at those different areas there. But if we come back here, now that's off, and we right-click and refresh this page. Well, now you see we didn't get an error, but this wasn't processed. It had a problem with that. So you can view the source if you want to as well and take a look at exactly what happened. It's really not a big deal, but for the most part, that doesn't work. The short notation no longer works. So you have to turn that back to on, save it, and then come back down. We'll restart Apache. We can close this now. Right-click, refresh. And if you're using Firefox, for example, it's easier to refresh your page using IE. I really appreciate Firefox, but the refreshing is much easier for me to give demonstrations, so that's why I'm using Internet Explorer in these examples. But you can see that now we get our image back because it knows how to process those tags. It's definitely working with the PHP engine.